Answer me this, guys. What makes you guys tick? Because last week, I said something that motivated you guys to play like you did against Ohio. I'm so proud of you guys. Offensively, the best I've seen all season. Same with the defense. But I do have some bad news regarding Dominic Williams, guys. He is going to be out for the next couple of weeks with his bad shoulder. But we will manage without him. Since you guys played so well last week, I'll let you guys go a little bit early. But I also want you to leave nothing out on that practice field today. Is that understood? I know the players are still excited about last week, but I don't want them thinking that Georgia Southern is going to be a cakewalk. I know they're a new team in the FBS and they're in the Sun Belt, but this team just beat Florida last year in Gainesville, and most of their players are returning from last year. I want to make sure this team is prepared for this Georgia Southern team. So what do you got for our game plan, coaches?
This Georgia Southern defense is strongest at stopping the run. I know that we need to establish the run game, and we will try to, but I don't want DeAndre to get the ball a whole lot this game. I want to beat their slow DBs and safeties deep and over the middle. They like to run a lot of man coverage, and with Vince Maley being as fast as he is, I want to use his speed to our advantage. I want Halliday to burn these DBs all day. If we don't turn the ball over a lot, we can expect a huge performance from our squad.
Alright, I'll try to keep Caldwell between 15 to 18 touches then. Let's just hope that we don't turn the ball over like you said. Now, about this offense of theirs, I heard it's not a very complex offense, but it's very effective. And I know Coach Lawson's out sick this week, but I know Coach Cooper's got this. So what do you got planned for us, Coach Cooper?
Now here is the breakdown I've got for this week. This team runs a lot of options. They usually run it in the wishbone formation, and they have 2 running backs and a fullback in the backfield. All 4 of their backs are great options to run the football, with their speed or their power. So what I want to do is force them to throw the football. Get them in third and medium situations. If we don't get burned by the run, we should be able to force them to make mistakes in their passing game.
Thanks for the report, guys. I feel like last week showed how good of a team we can actually play like if we don't doubt ourselves and play with confidence. Let's just hope that this team doesn't get too big of a head and tip over. I told them yesterday, this is maybe a new team in the FBS, but they're no joke. These kids can ball. I told them to act like they've been there before, and if we can do that, we could be looking at our 3rd win this season. Welcome to another edition of Washington State Cougar Football, and today we are in Statesboro, Georgia, as we have the Washington State Cougars and the Georgia Southern Eagles. And we are underway here in Statesboro as Charleston White is 1 yard deep in the end zone, tanking it out to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, bounces it out to the left side, trying to get some room, and he is pushed out at the 27. Here comes Connor Halliday. Had a pretty good game last game, 20 of 31 for over 300 yards passing. So what does Washington State have planned on this first play of the ball game? Connor Halliday, 3-step drop, steps to his right, throws it over the middle. It's Gabe Marks past midfield down to about the 40. First 3rd down of the game for Washington State. Here is Halliday in a single back formation. He's dropping 5-step drop, now scrambling immediately, and he's going to take off running, and he gets the first down and runs out of bounds for a gain of 11 yards. Smart play by Connor Halliday to pick up some extra yards with his leg. 2nd and 10 here for Washington State. Halliday in the shotgun again with Caldwell in the backfield. Halliday drops back, looking. He's taking too much of his time, and he's taken down for the sack. That's a loss of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down and forever. Halliday trying to shake off that sack from the previous play. It's 3rd and 17. Halliday looking, gets it off on time, and gets it off to Connor Johnson for a pickup of 31. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 1st and goal. 3rd and goal at the half-yard line. This time we're going to hand it off to Caldwell, and that's a walk in the park. And Caldwell is just continuing to do what he did last week against Ohio, and that is scoring touchdowns. 2nd and 10 for Jarek McKinnick in this Georgia Southern offense. Dominic Swope right behind him. McKinnick dropping back, and he's taken down for the sack, and it's coming in with Monroe. That's a loss of 5, and it's 3rd and 15. The Eagles are facing a 3rd and 15 here. McKinnick lining his troops up. Showers in motioning in to the left. McKinnon looking. He's scrambling for his life, and he has to get rid of it, and it is incomplete, falling to the ground. And it's 4th and 15 here for the first play of the possession here for Washington State. Holiday in the shotgun, looking over to the right side, gets the completion to Madison, and Madison pushing forward for the first down, pickup of 12, and Washington State gets another set of downs here. 3rd down and 9 for the Cougars. Once again, Holiday in a shotgun, and 3 wide receivers on the play. Screen pass here, it looks like the Tiandre Caldwell, and he makes a guy miss, makes him fall. Oh my lord. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 21. What a play by Tiandre Caldwell. 2nd and 10 here for Wazoo. Single back formation, 3 wide receivers on the play. Snap and throw to Madison, and he gets 6 solid yards on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 here for the Cougars, as Cole Madison has his 3rd catch. 3rd down and 4 for the Cougars. Cougars are 4 for 4 on 3rd down so far in the game. Holiday looking over the middle. It's caught by Brett Bartolone for the touchdown in the Cougars. And that momentum from that Ohio game is really carried over into this first quarter of this game, as Washington State has a 2-touchdown lead going into the second quarter. McKinnon looking to the left side, and it is Scott with the catch, breaks a tackle, and no one's going to catch him, it looks like. He looks like he's going to take this all the way. Carpenter pushes him out after a gain of 71. Wow. 1st and goal at the 4 after Devin Scott takes it for 71 yards all the way down here, and McKinnon handed it off to Swope, and he takes it against the grain and pushes it in for the touchdown, and it's now 4. How will Washington State respond after giving up their first touchdown in 5 quarters? Here's Holiday dropping back, looking deep over the middle. It's Connor Johnson to about the 43-yard line, pickup of 24 for the man. And another 3rd down for the Cougars, as the Cougars are 5 for 5 on 3rd down today. Holiday looking over the middle. It's Gabe Marks for the first down again. The Cougars are now 6 for 6 on 3rd downs tonight. And can the Cougars keep up their success so far? 160 total yards on offense. Handoff. Tiandre Caldwell bouncing it out to the right side, and he is going to get another first down here for the Cougars. Pickup of 11 yards, and that's his first solid carry of the day. It's a 1st and 10 for the Cougars once again. Shotgun formation. Caldwell taking a handoff to the left side, and he is pushing forward, and he is going to get a solid 8-9 yards on the play. And it's 2nd and 1 for the Cougars. Tiandre Caldwell doing a really good job. 2nd and 1 here for the Cougars. Leon Brooks in the backfield this time. Play action. Holiday scrambling. Looking for somebody open. He gets it off. It's Cole Madison with another catch. And Wazoo's got to be feeling pretty good about themselves here on 2nd and goal. Here's Holiday dropping back, scrambling immediately, and he is going to push forward for the touchdown. Now another 2-touchdown lead here for the Cougars. It's 20-7 here in the second quarter. And Georgia Southern trying to stay within striking distance of the Cougars here in the second quarter. 2:49 left, 2nd and 11. McKinnon pitching it out to Devin Scott, and he's got room to run down the field. He's taken down by Myers, but not after he picks up 17. And it's 1st and 10 here for Georgia Southern in that wishbone formation. 3 running backs on the play and the quarterback. So another option play, and Dominic Swope's taking the handoff, and he has nothing but daylight. There's no one catching this guy. Touchdown, Georgia Southern, 59-yard touchdown, and it's now 21. So how does Washington State respond after giving up that huge touchdown to Dominic Swope just a moment ago? And now they're going to hand it off to Caldwell, and he's going to push forward for about 9.5, 10 yards. It's not a first down. 2nd and like half an inch to go here for the Cougars. Hand it off to Caldwell, and he's going to get that easily as he just gets another first down, pickup of 7 yards. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 1:50 left in the first half. Here's Holiday in the shotgun. Stepping up in the pocket, and he's taking too much of his time, and he's taken down for the sack. A loss of 10 yards on the play. 3rd and a mile here for the Cougars, as Holiday just got sacked hard on that first down play. Holiday dropping back, throws a bomb to Gabe Marks, and it's batted away. Steve Williams in there with the deflection, and Washington State's going to have to punt the football away. And Georgia Southern going to give this one more shot with 1:09 left in the first half, and all 3 of their timeouts. Here's Dominic Swope in the backfield. McKinnon back to throw, dumping it off to Swope on the left side, and he's picking up a first down. This guy is hard to take down, looking like Mike Allstott out there, and he picked up 12 yards on that one. And another first down here for the Georgia Southern Eagles, just under a minute to go. 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon looking. He has time to throw over the middle. It's Walker, and he's getting to midfield for a gain of 12, and Georgia Southern is going to take their first time out of the first half. And a 1st down and 10 with 50 seconds left and 2 timeouts still to go for Georgia Southern. Only 49 yards to go. Here's McKinnon scrambling to his left, and he's going to get a first down, and he gets pushed forward. And with 44 seconds left in the first half, Georgia Southern is going to take their second timeout. And 2nd and 10 here with 41 ticks left in the half. McKinnon has been really good in the second quarter. Here he is dropping back. He's looking, scrambling to his right side, and he's taken down for the sack for a loss of 7 yards on the play, and the clock continues to run. And the clock is continuing to run here on 3rd and 17. 22 seconds left over the middle of Bryant, and he's not going to get the first down, but at least that gets him into good field position for a possible field goal attempt. And this field goal attempt looks to be from about 48 yards out. With just 13 seconds left in the first half, the snap kick is up, and it is good. Georgia Southern looking really good to start the second half, only down by 4, and have a possibility of taking the lead here. And here's the handoff to Dominic Swope. He's going to get a good solid carry right here for a pickup of 6 yards, as Dominic Swope is having a really good game so far for Georgia Southern. 2nd and 4 here for Georgia Southern. Looking really good in these last few possessions for him, as they got Swope right behind him, and Bryant is motioning in, and it's an option play, and McKinnon is going to pitch it out to Bryant, and Bryant's got room to run down the field. Can somebody catch him? Yes, they can. 1st and 10 once again for Georgia Southern. Looking really good, like I've said before. Last 3 possessions they have scored. After being down 14-0, they got it down to within 4, and Swope takes the handoff again and gets another first. 13 yards on the carry, 6 carries, 81 yards, and 2 scores. And another first down and 10 here, 5:09 left. McKinnon in that wishbone formation. They got Bryant in motion, and it's another option play, and this time they're going to hand it off to Swope, and he gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5 here for the Eagles. Another wishbone formation, as Dominic Swope is taking a seat for a little bit. It looks like he was shaken up on that last play. We'll see if he's going to make a return or not, as McKinnon, option play, and he is going to take this down to the 1-yard line, 14-yard pickup, and Georgia Southern looks ready to score. And Dominic Swope appears to be okay, but the trainer said they're going to keep their eye on him to make sure he doesn't get anything further serious. But 2nd and goal here, handoff to Swope, and he is punching this one in. Touchdown Georgia Southern, and they take the lead. After being up by 14 in the first quarter, now they find themselves down by 3 here in the third. Here's Caldwell taking the handoff, and he's going to get a solid 8 yards on the play, and it's now 2nd and 2. Caldwell having himself a decent ball game here. 2nd and 2 here for the Cougars, and they're going to go in that same formation they were in last play, and they're going to hand it off to Caldwell again, and he is going to get enough for the first down, picked up 4 yards, and he is doing enough to keep this team alive. 1st and 10 once again for Washington State. They're looking really good on this drive. Handoff to Tiandre Caldwell, taking it up the gut, and gets 9.5 on the play, and it's 2nd and inches. Tiandre Caldwell averaging 5.3 yards. 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. 6 for 7 on 3rd downs today is Washington State. Here is Holiday dropping back. He has time. He steps up, and he's taken down for the sack. Oh my goodness. Georgia Southern with momentum on their side, up by 3 late in the 3rd quarter. Here is a play action play. McKinnon's taken down by Bach, as that's a loss of 5 on the play. And after the sack, it's 2nd and 15 here for Georgia Southern. Looking like the same formation. This time they're going to hand it off to Dominic Swope. And look at Dominic Swope go down the field. Pick up a 30. And Washington State's defense has been really struggling since the beginning of the 2nd quarter. Haven't been able to stop the run game. Another read option play. And McKinnick's going to pitch it off to Scott. And Scott's got room to run as well. He's picking up more yardage than that. 1st and 10 again for Georgia Southern. They've been really moving the ball effectively. And McKinnon with another option play, and he's going to pitch it off to John Bryant, and John Bryant breaks the tackle to the 10, to the 5, and that is another Georgia Southern touchdown, 30-20. And the Cougars have looked really just out of sync ever since the first quarter ended. They've only scored 7 points since, and they're now down by 10. Here's Holiday scrambling. He's going to throw it on the run. It's Gabe Marks, and he's got some room down the field. Can he take this to the house? And he will. Touchdown Cougars. And now they're back in sync. It's now a 3-point. And the Cougars, what a way to respond there on that last offensive play. But now let's see if we can make a stop, as McKinnon is going to pitch it out, but they're not going to go anywhere with it, as that's a loss of 3 on the play. And now it's a 3rd down situation now for Georgia Southern. Can we make this stop here in the beginning of the 4th quarter? Here's McKinnon, back to throw. Looking, has time to the left side, and this one's intercepted by Brown. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds. And Washington State set up with great field position on this drive. Holiday looking. He's dumping it down underneath to Caldwell. And Caldwell to about the 40-yard line, picking up 6 yards. and it's 2nd and 4. And on 2nd and 4 here, it's another single back formation. Holiday looking over the middle. It's Gabe Marks in tight coverage. 14-yard pickup, and Washington State's looking really good on this drive. 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. 5:20 left here in the 4th. Holiday looking wide open. It's Brett Bartolone, and it's incomplete. He was wide open, ladies and gentlemen. That could have been the lead right there. 2nd and 10 after we just gave up that huge possibility of taking the lead. Holiday looking over the middle, and it's intercepted by Martin. That is just terrible timing to throw that interception. And let's see if Georgia Southern can convert on 3rd down and 12. McKinnon in the shotgun. He's dropping back. Steps up and fires deep, and it's overthrown, and it's going to be a 4th down for Georgia Southern. Washington State's going to get the ball back with just 4:20 remaining. 2nd and 7 here for the Cougars. Offside I formation, 3:49 left, handoff to Caldwell. He's breaking a tackle, and he's trying to get that 1st down, but he's going to get stopped just a couple of yards short. It's now 3rd down and 2. Here is Caldwell's stat line, 17. Critical 3rd down here for the Cougars, and this could be the ball game right here if they don't get it. And handoff to Caldwell. He's pushing it left side, and he's getting the 1st down, and the drive stays alive. 3:18 on the clock. Another key 3rd down here for the Cougars. They are 7 for 9 on 3rd downs today. 2:24 left in the game. Holiday's dropping back, going for it all, and it is incomplete. Deion Stanley with the coverage, and it's 4th and 10 at the 30. And this field goal is from about 47 yards out. Fernie with the kick, and it is good. 31. And here is Georgia Southern with a chance to take the lead once again. 1st and 10. Dominic Swope is out of the ball game right now, and here's McKinnick dropping back, and he is going to get the completion right there to Jonathan Bryant for a gain of 18 yards and a 1st down. 1st and 10 once again for Georgia Southern. Just over 2 minutes to go in the game, and it looks like McKinnon is going to play this one out a little bit, milk the clock to make sure that Washington State does not get the football back, and they're going to call the play. McKinnon bounces it off to Scott, and Scott gets a pickup of 8 yards on the play. Georgia Southern with a lot of rushing yards today. Huge 3rd down here defensively for the Cougars. 1:50 left in the football game. The clock is stopped. McKinnon going to take it himself, and he's going nowhere. He gets taken down by Monroe, and Washington State's going to get the football back. And the crowd is on their feet here in Statesboro. 1:40 left in a tied football game. Here's Holiday dropping back, throwing it deep, and this one is caught by Brett Bartolone. And how do they follow up with that big play? Here at the 37-yard line, here's Holiday dropping back, quick strike. It is Bartolone once again, down to the 23-yard line, and this one is going to be wrapped up. And with just 1:26 left on the clock, let's see what Washington State's going to do with it. Handoff, Teandre Caldwell bounces it off, and he's going to pick up some solid yards. The pressure's on Fernie. The kick is good! It's good! And the Cougars win! Final score 34-31 in a fantastic thriller. Come from behind victory. Both teams played extremely well, and give credit to Georgia Southern for making the comeback early on in the game, and then for Washington State to come back when they were down by 10 in the 2nd half, and now pulling it out for the win. Final score 34-31, and thank you for tuning in to Cougar Nation Network. And next week we will be at home in Pullman taking on a top caliber team in Stanford. But until next time, my name is Matt Sanders here on Cougar Nation Network, signing out.